And I've muted myself. Absolute mega mind intelligence. So, as I said, apologies. I'm just quickly needing to just log myself back in here to YouTube. And to be quite frank, I can't even remember what the hell my and I've muted myself. What my setup is. Absolute. Just a second here. Mega mind. Now I'm having one issue after the other. There we go. That's probably what I'll just use instead. There we are. That'll do. Just gonna have to put the music down just a little bit, just because I'm not used to the music being as loud as it's coming through to me.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum.
And hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Holy. I see. Right. Going to have to deal with that now. Thank you for that, Alan Roy, but no thank you, I'm not interested. So, as I have been mentioning around, I am going to be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, this is a game that is, in my opinion, very fantastic. A focus upon the historical events that took place in Central Europe. Yeah, what we know today is to be Czech Republic. I am not going into this blind at all. I've played this before, and just to show that, here are my previous attempts. As you can see, I've tried my first attempt, capped out at around 90 hours. I did a second attempt, which went up at around 116 hours. I tried a third one, which lasted about 3 hours before I ended it after that. But we are restarting all of this. We're going to do a brand new game. We're going to be overriding our hardcore. And we're going to be choosing the hardcore mode. Now, for those of you who are just joining in, this is genuinely how the game begins. You have a chance of living or dying from the very get-go. I love this aspect. And as you can see here, one day you were throwing stones with your pal Fritz, but hitting a tree didn't entertain him for long. The last words you ever heard was, "And this is how a trebuchet shoots." And that's how you died. And that's the point. Life was brutal in the Middle Ages. It was brutal and short for a variety of reasons. So let's see if we can begin a new life. And we're already died. That's 2 in a row. I love that. Let's see, and just when you were thinking you'd passed this tree before the wolves caught up with you, Mother always told you not to stray into the woods alone. Yeah, that will definitely be the case. Man, that's... There we go. So I've survived. So, as it says here, medieval life is full of uncertainty and woes. Spring gives way to winter, and the years have borne away your carefree youth. Neither have you escaped the blows of fate. Like every man judged by God, you too have your cross to bear. Now, we have to select at least 2 negative perks that will stay with us throughout the entire game. And that's pretty much it. So we are going to be having, nightmares. Let's see, you wake up shook, so shook up. So every time I go to sleep, I will wake up with all my stats lowered for a little while. That's not good. Claustrophobia. Wearing a helmet with the visor down makes you so anxious that your attacks are weakened. It's not good, so we're going to need to have opened helmets for this. Hemophilia. Or hemophilia, however you pronounce that. Basically, we don't want to be hit. Once the bleeding starts, it ain't stopping. Numbskull. Basically, we're going to be learning less experience. Oh, jeez. That's a bad one. Consumption. Nevertheless, since that time you don't breathe very well and your stamina regenerates more slowly. Okay, stamina is quite important. That is what you use to when you fight. That's what you use when you run. It is a center part of this entire game. Lovely. Shakes. Oh joy. What do we have here? Let's see. Yeah. Ever since then, you get the shakes from time to time, as if you were back again in a dark, chilly well. Obviously, that's not good for archery, pickpocketing, or lockpicking. Oh, jeez. Tapeworm. You've got an appetite. You'll eat anything. Meaning we'll get hungry quicker, and we had to eat more often. Now, again, this might not sound like a problem, but it really is. Food does spoil in this game. Meaning, in so many other words, you're gonna have to go through a lot of food, and that means money. Or you're gonna have to go hunting, and if you're hungry, your stamina goes down. This is just a death spiral. It doesn't look like it, but it is a death spiral. And somnambulant. So we sleepwalk. That's a problem. That's definitely a problem. And brittle bones. Falling is much worse. Oh joy. Now we have to pick at least 2 for this. So I am going to pick all of them, because I know that there is a specific achievement that you can win if you get through the entire game with every single one of them. I am going to hate myself. I am really going to hate myself, and I am going to have to make some decisions. Now, I do need to be clear. I am not playing the pacifist run that you can do in this game. That is not happening. I will not do that. I will put it very bluntly. I am going to have to murder people in this game. I cannot go around and not do that. I need poisons. I cannot be a pacifist. Because you can get an achievement if you go through the entire game not killing anyone except for like one boss. That's the one person you have to fight. So we're going to select all of them. And all I'm going to have to say is, Jesus Christ be braced. And may God have mercy on my soul. This is Warhorse Studios. Let's take it from here.
God bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good.
I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother! Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
And there we have it. That is the introduction, or well, not the introduction, the beginning of the game. So we're now going to be learning about the game itself, playing as Henry. Hello, Brian. We've only just begun. Just waiting for my computer to be catching up, and then we will be in. You've only just missed the cinematic, and the penalties I've put against myself for this, as I'm going to be playing the...
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Alright, and then we'll have to make some decisions. Now, as we can see what we've been up to. So, surprisingly, as I've taken every single penalty I can against my character. It's going to be a rough one. I'm going to have to fight and be smart about it, but speech is one of those where you're going to need it. Definitely. So I'm going to go for that for the time being.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and, well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Just a moment, I'm just going to be moving my... Actually, I think it might be better if I minimize... Whoops. If all of these are minimized down. I'll just quickly take and make the chat smaller as well. Just so that it does not take up too much space. There we are. Ideally,
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Let me quickly get that one out here. And here we are.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
I mean...
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg. I'm
not going to say anything of that.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief making so much.
Alright. Well, let's be a typical young teenage man and just go.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Let's end it here, and let's actually get something to eat. As we can see down here, that is a... We do have to monitor and manage our... Come on, get up here. Crouch, here we are. Lentil soup, lovely. We are going to be having to take everything that we can. Odd as this is going to be looking. Can't take anything here. Take every single apple. Again, given that I've taken a penalty that I am going to be having a tapeworm inside of me, I need every piece of food that I can get because that thing is hungry. It is very hungry. So here we are, our beloved inventory. Well, first and foremost, let's eat something. And we can see our nourishment as well as the energy that we have. It's being digested. Alright, let's just get it up and above. Here we are. As you can see, that's just about done it. Mind you, playing in this version as well, you are... Ooh, I actually missed a good point here. Some foods are going to drain your energy and effectively make you more sleepy. Now, these pots are going to be around, so they will effectively function as free food for the time being. And yeah, let's go into the world. Now, there we are. So we're going to be playing as hardcore mode, which means we can only save the game when there is a savior snaps or alcohol, or we have to sleep in our own bed, or getting a full service in the bathhouse, or when we exit the game. It's going to be difficult. There's no fast travel. Combat is going to be brutal. Money is not something that is usually going to be around. It's not a currency. I mean, it is a currency society, but it's not what the common peasant trade in. You're going to have to start bartering with goods as well. You're going to have to be selling cabbages as well as paying for money where you can. And bear in mind, you're not going to be selling cabbages to a blacksmith or a weapons smith. And yeah, as it says in the survival part, sleep really is going to be our best solution, and yeah, there is no way for us to get around that. So let's take it from there, mate. But it's going to be an experience. But again, it is a beautiful game. I am loving this. Absolutely something you will find feeling yourself immersed, and this is again your typical thing you would be expecting when you are looking at a medieval societies, that everyone's got their own garden, everyone's tending to their own little supply of food for the family. It's something that's...
Come here, I need your help.
Yeah.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
Alrighty.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Alrighty. Well, first things first. Again, I've played the game before. I know roughly what the story is requiring. So the best place for us to go and stop by is to just pick up the crossguard. It's just around the corner. Some people leave it till the end, but I prefer to pick it up quickly.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Running. I'm gonna see how long he can go before he starts running out of air. Here we go. Right. This is gonna be interesting. I don't want to deal with him just yet. Maybe I could. Is he in here? No.
Who's there?
There we are. There you are.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
That's why I took it. Right, so here's a thing. So as you can see here in the bottom left corner, that's where you've got, you know, the hand, which is supposed to, sorry, the first thing is the mouth, which is basically your speech. The heart is then your courage, and the sword is effectively how threatening you can be. Now, this is one of those things where, yeah, you're going to have to see what you can do. Now, I can't use the heart, so I'm going to try to go for speech. Fighting this guy is just an absolute pain.
I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing. So leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
What the hell was that?
Right, so I got the axe. Alright. Alright, let's get it another way. Well, so I know it's in his
No sign of anyone. God knows what it was.
chest in there. That's going to be a problem to get. Traders.
Here's a house.
Again, I just want to show you guys
You'll need a rain.
the city here.
Home or at work.
A small one, but it really brings out, you know, the sort of life that you would be expecting from a medieval era. And I absolutely love it. going through and around. Again, seeing everyone's got, you know, their own fields. Oops. Go up and around here.
Every kind. Everything. Come on up and buy.
So,
Linen fabric, dyed and flamed. Something for
here
everyone.
we no, that's a gambler, not
Hey,
Chapman.
Pip. Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
Do it.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Again, take a look at the details that they've put in for the armor that he has. It's lovely. You know, from the gambeson beneath to the, oh god, I don't know what they're called, the metal plating that he's got on his shins and legs. No, it's not gambeson, what's the other? The cutlass, I think it's called, that he's then having over it. We're just gonna go over here, we're gonna do some sword fighting. Well, sword fighting. Better basic practice so that we can get used to it. Here, combat arena. Just gonna have to wait for him. As you do. Okay, is there anything here I can pick up in the meantime? The reason for why I'm trying to look around for anything I can pick up is because if you can go through and effectively harvest, here we go, nettles. You see, later on you're going to be needing alchemy, and by picking up a lot of plants, you're going to be effectively getting the ingredients, but it also helps boost up some of your stats. Meaning you're going to find yourself in the fields at times, just picking up anything that you can get your hands on.
So, can we get started?
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's,
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
right.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Right, let's keep moving.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Alright, so you can move your, your mouse around for this, which is going to be interesting.
Good. Good. Once again, all right.
There we are.
The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Here we are, let's try and stab.
All right. Nice. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Alright.
Good. Once again. Fine. Good.
Alright, and as you can see from there, it was
I'm
taxing me
tired and thirsty. Remember
just from
though,
doing that. So quickly pick up all of these here. Purely because again, every little bit is going to help my skill progression. And as boring as it might be just to see a guy being in the field, bending over to pick up nettles. I'm purely doing this because I've already got the penalty that I'm not going to be earning a lot of experience. So anything I can do just to get it up as early as possible, good. And then that will save me from having to then later on go through and doing it over and over and over again to pick things up. Let's get over. Right. So I need to get the money to effectively be able to get the coal. In order to do that, I'm gonna need to get some help. The main guy over here that we've just talked to has basically said he doesn't have the money, he can't do anything. Well, tough. We can try and be simple about this. Let's see. Weapons. Didn't I just take his... What other things have I taken? Oh, wait, yeah. That one. That's a part of the mission.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that.
Yeah. So
Fritz might have one.
there we are. So we're gonna have to meet up with Fritz in order to do a lockpicking. Let's see how we can get along.
Thread, long and strong.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
Had to. He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
And so it begins, the slippery slope. Right.
Alright, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Alright. Let's go. So we're going to be causing some problems.
How
Good
are
day,
you, Henry?
Ah,
Alright, so let's see what the plan is.
so are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Oh dear, right. How do we get her away? Well,
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard. That sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
and there we are. There's a whole bunch of things I would love to bring up, but one thing at a time. Oh, come on. And here we are. Nothing like a good old
What are you waiting
simple
for,
prank.
soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, Docious.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Alright, let's get into a fight. Probably get our asses handed to us.
Giving up already? Who there?
Quite a bit of head there. Oh, gotta run.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Right, let's get out of here.
Run, you cowards! And we better fucking run.
So we don't want to be caught by the catch pole for the obvious reason that we don't want to be taken to jail. That is the last of our problems. So where are we going? Okay, this way. Oh, jeez. I am out of breath.
Look out!
Yeah, I can't. Get out of my way. Jeez, my character's asthma at this point. Jeez. And so, again, the part of playing in hardcore is just that I don't see all of the specifics in terms of like, oh, you're out of breath, you're running out of stamina, so on and so on.
Hey!
Anyway, one of the points I wanted to bring up was that the details that they're going on, the events that they're describing, are real. King Wenceslas was a king of the, I believe it was the Holy Roman Empire, at the time, with Wenceslas was Bohemia, which is where these areas are so based around, with Sigismund being the one who is taking over the Holy Roman Empire, imprisoning several of his rivals. That is then what spirals in and generates the conflict here in the region. It would later develop into becoming known as the the Hussite Crusades, if you want to look into that specifically, as a number of other events took place, such as the burning of Jan Hussite and the rebellion that came thereafter. Not to mention, I think it's like 2 or 3 crusades that was launched against the Czech people, as well as Prague. An incredible piece of story or history if you'd like to go in for that. Absolutely would recommend. But the creators of Kingdom Come Deliverance, effectively what they said...
Henry's come to see
just go away from me. Effectively what they wanted to do was they wanted to tell the story of this region, and this entire thing was set up for them to tell a part of history, Eastern European history, that they want to bring out. The developers are actually from this region, and they are telling something that's quite close to them, which is why there's so much love that's been poured into it, and they've discussed this with local historians as well. So absolutely would recommend. Anyway, here we go. Let's get on with the mission.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Right.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Alright, and like any other fair fight, there will be 5 of us versus 1 of him. Because I have no honor. I said it at the beginning, I'm gonna play this without any form of respect.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Take that. That's gonna cost you your life.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
There we are. So I've got myself like beaten it. Actually, let's see if I can find that. Player above injured. Let's get some information. Yeah. So that's it. Now I do not want anything that is causing bleeding. Pure and simple. Being a hemophiliac. Basically, once I start bleeding, I'm fucked. Can't do shit. Yeah, not much I can do. Here we go. I get the shakes, tapeworm. Yeah, I've got everything for this. Every single piece. Here we go. Hemophilia. That's the one. So if I start bleeding, it's going to be bad for me. I do not want that. Let's see, where is the one that I really want? Alright. So as you level up, you're going to be having several things that you can then pick on. Like if you want to be able to last longer without food, which, I mean, it's nice, but again, the tapeworm is a bit of a bastard to deal with. But then as soon as I get hungry, it's 20% worse. Now, given the fact that that's then going to accumulate with the tapeworm, this is not in my favor. Having manly odor means, you know, people will smell me, so I can't be stealthy. But again, I'm going to be having problems with that, given that I've got the shakes. No, that doesn't affect that. So I should be fine with that. Might actually be fine. Night Rider means I ride quicker during night, and Wanderer means the worse I sleep, the better I sleep. Which might actually be in my favor, though not what I would want to do. And as you can see here, that these are my statistics now. Just from having all the fighting, it's got my strength up. And again, I've put in as much as I could for speech. Nourishment, yeah. I'm starting to get hungry again. Jeez. I think we were, what, like 70 or so before when I started this. Right, so let's eat something. Let's have some cheese, some bread. 72, and let's have some lentil. There we go. I'm at 80 now in nourishment. Now watch that drop down rather quickly. Alright, here we go. Gonna go and I'm just gonna take what I need. Here we are. Now, again, in this game, you are going to want to haggle as much as humanly possible. That's the entire point. It's the entire society is based around this. Right, let's see if I can get anything.
God be with you.
I'm quiet.
God be with you.
So I need charcoal. How much do I need? Actually, I don't know. How much do I need? Well, I need 10. Okay. That's brilliant. Right, let's bring it up into 10. I need to pay 7, so I need to sell something. Let's see if we can haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Let's see, we can.
Agree?
Greetings, Henry.
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
I tried to do it this
What do you say to this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Oh.
I'm finished. This is going nowhere.
Right. Lost reputation. How the hell am I gonna do this? I don't want to give up. Good question. Okay, let's see if I can get the ale here. There might be some. Actually, no, there might be something back at home I can quickly snatch up and sell. Reputation is something that you do have to be mindful of. Maybe not now, but being a known villain or a criminal is not good for you. See if I can quickly just pick up something, anything really, that I can then sell to this guy from the house. I mean, you know it's bad when you basically have to start selling physical products rather than anything else. Jeez, I think I've taken everything. Oh, lovely. Yeah, take the carrots. Take that. Again, the fact I can barter with this will be incredible. Ooh, I don't have a lockpick. I mean, I'm taking the food from my parents. Right. Right. Let's see if what I can do with this. How much have I taken up? Yeah. Mission buyback. Yeah. I do hope that this is a little bit entertaining for anyone that's watching. Alright, attempt number 2.
See you later.
Alright, go up at 10. And let's sell some things. He won't take any of the food. Shoot. Oh wait, he will. Wonderful. There we are. Alright, let's take... Let's sell all the carrots. There we are. There we are. Good. There we are. Got that. Only had to sell all of the a good portion of our food. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Well, naturally we're going to be a flirt.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Don't worry, dearest. This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, Hal. I do hope so.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too.
What an
Oh,
absolute
by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
5 of them. I am not giving them up. That is the only way for me to save anything if I want to save scum or do any of that form. Right, let's get back up and let's get this going for real now. Now, what some people have been doing, depending on how we want to go about this, is that you can technically go around and you can knock out the entirety of the city here. Rob them blind, fight the various characters here, and then just skill yourself up to the point of where it's absolutely insane. You could do that. I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because I want to suffer. I want to go through this and feel what it's like to live, have feelings again. I mean, have the emotions and thrill of the story. Right, let's get on with the story. Right.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Right,
I
let's
have
get going.
charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of Someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Alrighty, let's go and do that. Trunk in the living room. Here we are. Oh, yep. Let's use some of these items here. I can't use that because I'm not bleeding. Fair enough.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Lost his mind. Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Sir Istvan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
And here we go.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
And get ready to see one of the simplest rules ever. Or the simplest instructions ever. Just run. And I am going to tell you right now, you are going to want to do nothing else but running. Because there is a guy that's going to be right behind you. And he is going to beat the shit out of you. Holy fuck. Quickly just weapons. Oh, I can't even remember how I equip them.
Kicsit várnod kell, galambocskám, amíg elintézzük ezt a féleszűt.
Forgot how to even do most of these things. But yeah, at this point, you're just learning. You're just gonna have to go wherever it is, whatever you see that says new mounted, get onto it. Yeah, I did not help Teresa. That was yeah, it's on now. It is absolutely on. It is on, and I'm gonna have to try and get out of here. It's very much the case, because it is. Oh, good grief! Come on, run, you bastard! Fucking run! Just keep on going. Jesus, I don't even know. Ravna, yeah, thank you very much. Just keep on getting out of here. I don't even know how to get out there. Bloody swords, and I'm bleeding. Alright, we just want to cut our way through here. I know they're gonna be right behind me. So I'm gonna need this horse to, okay, jump.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Yeah, I've lost them for the time being, but I need to keep going. They are gonna be, yeah, there they are. Fuck me. And you know why I know that they're this good? I've had a wonderful time working with a Hungarian, which is where these guys are from, and they are horse riders. I mean, we are talking Golden Horde level good horse riders.
Run for it!
And yeah, there is no sugarcoating it. Oh, come on. No, don't do it.
Run for it!
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Go. Jeez. Mother. Not now. We are almost there.
Run for it!
Don't. No.
Yeah.
Keep going. I know you don't want to. Yeah. You just have to. Right.
Yeah.
I am deliberately not looking behind. And I am slamming down the shift as much as I can. Because I just need to go. I just need to go. Oh, there we go. Oh. No, they were right behind me.
Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Oh, yeah.
Do something! Help!
Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hajo, Hosenkinder!
We're closing the gate. That was something.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
So, that's our bloody business. Just gotta wait for it to catch up. Where am I?
What the?
Yeah, get out of the way.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Oh, okay. Well,
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons.
Oh,
He had a
God
fine
damn it, my
reputation.
stomach hurts.
It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I mean, I am being given a lot of privileges.
Must eat.
Oh, for goodness sake. And this is why this parasite is absolutely horrendous. Right. Let's pick it up. Let's just eat something. Right. Let's get the lentil mass. Let's just eat that. There we go. That's 9. Good grief, we're gonna eat so much. Right, that's a little bit here. So, but again, having the parasite that I can't, or that I need to eat so much, is an absolute burden, and it's only going to be getting worse. It means that I am, once I'm done with all of this, oh Christ, don't fall asleep. Duck is delicious. I am gonna say this absolutely openly. It is absolutely delicious. Oh, that's robbing, isn't it? I can't do that. Right. Food. Let's eat something now. Right, let's get something here. There we go. Now that's getting me through, but my energy is absolutely low. Let's have some carrots as well. There we are. Fantastic. How much is this going to be giving me? Nourishment 27. It's going to be overstuffed, but honestly, that's going to be fine. There we are. Overstuffed. Player, just to again to show you. Yeah, overeating. It lowers my stamina. Basically, I can do less, but my God, oh Jesus Christ, he is falling asleep now. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it is really just going to be the case for that. Whew. Right, let's get in here. And what was that? I had to take my boots off. Let's do that now. Right, player, combat, no, inventory, armor. There it is. Just take it off. Here we are. Don't want to disappoint good old robot. There you go. Sleep. Let's just sleep. Alright, we're gonna go for the nice, lovely 12-hour sleep. Oh, right, of course.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I mean, she's quite, focused on the humanitarian. Well, looks like I've run into a bug, where Henry's gone invisible.
It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Alright, gonna make a decision.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a
let's play
girl
to our
I didn't
strengths.
mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home.
Oh,
I promised Father
sitting at
I'd
the
help
wrong
him
place
with his
now.
work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
I saw nothing.
A horde of
Just gonna tell her
soldiers
as it
was
is, just
amassed.
be honest.
Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack,
How awful.
and then death descended on Skalitz.
Yeah, let's go for what's more important.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Got told at the end.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
What's going on now? Above nightmares, there we go. Everything's reduced by 2. Goddamn. As you can see, I've got nothing. This is gonna be fun. Alright, let's do it. Let's put on some clothes. Oh shit. 1 second. I still can't remember how the hell do I... I suppose I'm not really meant to be take a torch from the table. Okay. Oh, here we go. There we are. Yeah, you're going to need to see. Yeah, that is definitely going to be annoying with the rain. Ugh. I can practically feel it dripping down me. That is some hefty raining. Where am I going again? Go to the tabletop. Okay. Am I here? Do I have the right place?
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivis sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt!
Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a soul mate right there now!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled. Report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Good luck to you.
I'm not going to be seeing much out of here, am I? Good grief. Right. The lights. I am feeling the cold and wetness from all of this. Oh. Finally. Ooh. Nope. Not meant to be here. Not willing to start picking a fight now. See a little bit out there, but not a whole lot. Ah, jeez.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Alright, wait till morning. I think that's tea. Here we go. And then we'll take it from here. And then watch all the energy and nourishment just tick down. As it will eventually do. Oh dear.
Everyone to the daily battlement. Quickly, we have visitors.
Oh, you're going this way, okay. Come on.
Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Hey. Hey!
going.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Where are we running? Where are we going? Oh, God damn. That's not what I remember.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Right, yeah.
God be with you.
Right,
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
it's fair enough. So again, you've got to have the loyalty to the ability for this time.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
Just trying to get
I
some
don't know much
information.
about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Alright. Not gonna jump too much
Good luck
into
to
the
you.
others, but yeah, let's get rid of the torch because that's just gonna be burning out. But another lovely thing, let's see if it's in here. The codex, which you will eventually find when you play this game, there is so much, and it goes into so many details in regards for all of this. It is an absolute treasure trove to go through, especially if you are a fan of history, especially the medieval history. Good heavens, wonderful. So, right, anyway, so we are not just going to be able to leave, simple as. So we're going to have to find a way to get out. How are we going to do this? Please don't break a bone. Ooh, that sounded bad. Right, so I know that there's something that can be done here.
True.
How much do we actually have? We've got a bunch of food that can be sold. I am not giving up. Okay, what does that do again? Right, so we have to get out of here. We ideally want to get a horse. We have to get out of the castle. So, well, let's start with the good old, if mom says no, you go and ask the dad.
Good day to you. What do you need?
The god.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
Alright, let's ask
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Alright, let's see here. So, I am not going to be threatening him. I can try and explain that I have to bury my parents, which I'm going to try for this one. And I'm not going to be telling the whole thing of like, don't you know who I am? That's just... this one is just going to get me whacked. Absolutely.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Alright, here we go.
Good luck to you.
So that's one way it can be done. So let's see what we can. Is that for tavern?
My respects to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Farewell.
Alright. Oh, treasure map. That's expensive. Mind you, I have no money to begin with, so I'm gonna try to go for one lockpick. One. Alright, Kardashians. I'll try to sell that, sell that. What can I get rid of? Cabbages, I can just throw all of that in here. I'm just barely making a dent. Throw in all the cheeses, all the foods. I don't want to give up any of my savior snaps that are way too valuable. It looks like I'm gonna have to give up all of this. It just hurts me because I know that later on this is gonna become a big thing. Oh, okay, that's about as close as I can get it. So we're gonna try to do a hackling.
Let's talk about the price.
Get him to go down.
Why not?
So I'm gonna put it a bit further down.
Are we agreed?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
Right. Let's meet him there.
Very well, I agree.
Right, I now have a lockpick. And a little bit of money. Not a whole lot, but a little bit of money. Okay. Let's see if I can get a hold of any... I don't even know how the hell I draw out my weapon again. See if I can get a hold of any food. The traveler is definitely gonna make me hungry, and given that my nourishment is at 79, and I've got a tapeworm for my character, I do not want him to die while starving. Let's pick up at least a couple of apples. See what we can get. Not robbing. I am so tempted. I'm just gonna try.
Who's there? Jesus Christ, a thief!
Oh, for goodness
Thief!
sake. Well, plan B now. You
I
running
see
that
a
way?
thief!
Thank you very much.
What? You! Stop
Yeah.
right where you Someone saw you stealing.
Yeah, I'm
You
looking
should have
for-
thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
I can't even pay for anything.
That's too much. I don't have that much coin.
Well, it's a jail cell for you then.
Oh, let's see what happens. Can't really do
Jail?
much of that.
All right, let's go and get it over with quick.
Just the accommodation for you. Get moving. And hand me over those stolen goods.
I've only stole bread, mind you. 22 hours, good grief.
I hope you enjoyed your time in our little establishment.
Not much, actually.
Glad to hear it.
And can I go?
Go. Ah, you can, I'm sorry to say. Now bugger off and get yourself killed for all I care.
Well, that is one way of getting outside of the town. Let's not do that. That is going to get me killed. I am off to a strong start. I am seen as a thief here in this town. I have got no skills. I do not have any armor. I have got only my feet. I've got 3 apples. That's about it. I am going to die. I am going to get killed. And my character is also asthmatic. Oh, jeez. I made some seriously bad life decisions coming to this place. Oh dear, it's only been 2 hours. Christ, I'm getting tired. Oh, for those of you who are interested, this is what the map is like. I will not be able to see where I am. I just have to use landmarks. So you just have to familiarize yourself with where you are on the map. That's how it is. You have to develop actual real life navigation skills playing this game. Good grief. Help. It's only gonna get worse when you go into the woods. You're gonna have no idea. Like, right here, I don't know what's left and right. I just know that that's a direction, that's another direction, that's another direction, and so forth. Like I don't even know where north is. Hello, Lisa. Yes, it is definitely the alternative is definitely wasting 5 or 10 hours wandering into wilds. Yep. But yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm very much enjoying this kind of game. It is straight up challenging you. It's also gorgeous. It's inspired by the actual historical events of what was taking place within the Czech Republic at the time. So yeah, you're starting out as a peasant. I am not going to be able to wield this sword with any form of finesse or any grace. I don't even know how to do combinations with this. I just about know how to swing it, and even then I'm terrible at it. I've decided that I want to give myself the hardest start of it all. Oh, and this is a quarry. Absolutely lovely. There we go. Crawling my way through. Still have the bruising from the beginning of the game.
It's like they've already gone.
Yeah, I've got to figure out how I sheath and unsheath my weapon. See you again. Nope. 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 That's that. There we go.
Jesus.
So they have it. Oh. Fruit. Food. Much appreciated. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. In moments like this, beggars can't be choosers. It reminds me, I don't think I'm gonna have that carrot. Actually, I'll just eat it. Some of these are badly rotten. I gotta be careful, so I can get ill from these. Take bread. Bread at least can be. Yeah. So again, look stats, I am not made for this weapon. much on it in this. But again, given the fact that my character has a tapeworm, that's the justification I'm going to be using for a lot of this. Can't go in here, I think. Nope. It is just straight up horrible. Curiosity. Nope. Nothing. Let's get over and over. Oh, jeez. So we are going to want to be careful around here. We don't want to pick a fight. Let's just get... let's drop that. Let's just eat. Just a little bit more. Again, that tapeworm is going to be a bitch to deal with. I don't want to be running too much either. You know, you're absolutely right. They're not going to be using
What's going on there?
Christ. Can I avoid him?
Who's
Please?
there?
I have no interest in fighting. I'd like to very much just move along, my good sir. I am not a fighter. I'm not even a lover. I'm a terrible lover. I'd just like to just move along. If I can avoid fighting, yes please. I think I'll run a little bit, let's do a quick check. Is there anything I can use? They have bread. Most important, stable thing in the Eastern world. Just bread. Can't go wrong with that. Anything? Carrots. Anything? Oh, money. Yes. Take it. I'll take a full coin. I have a suspicion that something happens along here. Just check. There's a fork in the road. Ravnov here, so I want to go along the south side. Right, so I don't want to go up there, I want to go down here. Well, that's what I meant with the whole, you got up, you know, old school
It's the charcoal burner.
mapping with this. You actually got to look at like what you've come across, which is lightning. What you've come across. And make decisions there, because otherwise if I went with the other one I'll be going all the way up there and I'll just be wasting my time.
Hey!
I mean, he's not doing anything that I haven't been doing.
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Oh jeez. What kind of rotten stuff did I just pick up? Let's drop that. Again, there are just some things you don't want to eat. Shrine, lovely. And yeah, oh, it's finally stopped raining. Nice.
Hey, who's there?
I'm not interested.
What's going on there?
Would you mind if I just went around you, please? I have no interest in what's going on with you. You do you. I'm not gonna judge. But I'm certainly gonna judge if you're gonna try and do something funny to me. Oh. Being paranoid about these things. Alright. Well, that looks burned down. So I don't think I'm gonna be getting in there. Yeah, that's definitely blocked. Do you have anything? Bread and carrots. A stable life of which I'm living off from. Jeez, man, that tapeworm that I've got is just greedy. It's not Skyrim. I need to get off and actually follow the path on this one. You're absolutely right, Grimsquirrel. Gotta loot that body. Loot them bodies. At the end of the day, what are they going to use them? This is not, the Vikings. It's not even Egypt. There is no requirement of them to have it in their afterlife. So let's just redistribute their wealth to someone that is in more need of it. Oh, Christ, it's raining again. Oh. I really don't want to fight anyone. So I'm just going to see if I can do a berth around them. Ideally. But if they're going to be doing something, then I've got my finger ready to draw. I might just make my way around you, if that's alright. We'll step in. Thank you very much. Go.
He didn't run like me.
Where's
With
the
a
bailiff?
sword in his hand.
Have you got a sword? No, but you've got money. No! Okay, well, he's got a... Yeah. I'll take the sword. That's probably going to be quite useful. Where's those... Yeah, terrible. We're not having that. And there was nothing else that was standing out. Good. Good heavens. Honestly, this is...
Mr. Biasion who did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon like me.
The survivor's guilt is real. It is hitting so hard.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him.
It is very atmospheric. It's a very great part of the game.
I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Exactly, Grim. It is such an atmospheric. Oops, no, I mean that. Right, we need to find a spade, and I don't mean myself. It's very atmospheric, and it does it fantastic. Normally, I don't play it with music on, but it's purely because I want to get immersed into just the natural ambience that it has. This is utterly nightmarish.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, I'd be a hypocrite if I said he was looting corpses was, a problem, but, he's just protecting
I'd
his
say
master.
the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here?
What are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm here to bury my parents. Single ass.
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Just gonna ask for the spade. I mean, there's no...
If you lend me that spade, I'll have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it?
It's not mine to give.
My father
And it's
forged it
quite
for Sir
simple.
Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that... And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
You know what?
Father
Let's
said he
just
wanted
be
to be
diplomatic
buried
for
here,
now.
and I can't take them to St. Jacob. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground. Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her. God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
I get it. But also, it's just not going to be working. On hallowed ground, such a disgrace. Yes, we do need a priest. It is going to be a theme that comes back.
I see a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Shit! That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Easy there, boy. I know you. A good master won't be needed.
There we are. I just need the food. Oh no, he absolutely grips well. He absolutely is a jerk. I understand that he is looking out for himself, but the simple thing of us approaching him and saying, we need to bury our parents. Just to quickly catch up, we're only 2.5 hours into the game itself. I'm not going to be losing my parents. Good grief, that is just uncouth. But we're 2.5 hours in. We've seen our home be ransacked. We've had to run for our lives. We've been shot by an arrow. We've had to stitch ourselves together. We've tried to get out somewhat dubiously, and because I got a bit greedy and tried to take some food, I got effectively kicked out of the castle that was protecting us. Hey-ho, gotta make do with what the cards you're dealt. So here I am trying to do what is best for my parents. Let's get to work here, and let's start to dig.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all.
You're very right, Andy. You're very right. But I'll try to be quiet for now.
How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek? Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye! Cut the bastard down!
Alright, gentlemen.
Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Let's get to it. Let's dance. Let's fight. Let's see what a level 5 fighter does against a level 1 peasants.
I'm over it.
Oh, God damn it. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I got him. Come on.
Have at him, Red Boy!
Ha! Fuck. Alright, let's take it.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you right now that after 2.5 hours, this has been the introduction to the game. In this game, you start out by watching your family get murdered before you, your home burned to the ground. You have to decide what two diseases or disadvantages that you have, and we chose to have every disadvantage possible, anywhere from being knocked in the head to bleeding profusely, brittle bones, and having tapeworms. Welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is where you are a peasant. You're going to be treated like a peasant, and the world will beat you down like a peasant. You just have to survive, overcome, and adapt. That was indeed just introduction. That was, and as we've got a guest starring of Brian Blessed that will appear later in the game, but yes. this is how they start the game. The second game is due to be coming out here at the end of this month, I believe. And yeah, it's an experience. As mentioned earlier in the stream, you have a map. You can fast travel. There is no indicator to tell you where you are. You have to navigate by actually reading the map. You don't have a compass because you don't know what way is north. And yeah, the majority of the cutscenes that you are going to be seeing are done in-game, meaning it will reflect what you're wearing and how you're looking. And to again make this all the more better, everything that we are about to learn and experience is based upon historical events based within this region. The creators have specifically made this game to bring forth the history of their region, the history of where they grew up. And it is something that you can read up on. It is tied into the events of the Young Hussite Crusades. Yeah, Daniel Vavra. There you are. That's how it begins. Alright. Let's have delicious nightmares. I draw a weapon. Yep. Oh. Ah. Ow. Where are they? I've already had a head injury. This is just a nightmare. I'm still having my ass handed to me. Oh, good heavens, right. You just keep on moving. You gotta keep moving. There's no other way around it. Can't help you. That's a wagon. Good God. Stop this. Nah. Am I even going the right way? I don't know which way is the right way anymore. This is the problem about having lucid nightmares. You don't know what way is up and down. Is this the right way? Am I here? I don't know. I'm clearly lost. So let's just make our way back to where we hear noises. Ow, maybe not. Not that way. Jeez. Alright, this seems to be something. Okay. Is it this way? Oh yeah, absolutely. The game is going to be kicking me up and down. And this is going to be a continuous thing. Jeez, man, I'm already running out of breath. My character is asthmatic, by the way, in case you're wondering. Can't run, can't fight, can't do anything. I know they're reusing the same map, I just don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Fight? Alright, you know what? It's a dream. I'm gonna assume... What's gonna happen? That was a bad idea. There we are. Was it this way? I don't know. Sounded like it had to be that way. I don't know. Oh, I ran the wrong way. So the game's now turned me around. Run that way? Nope. Jeez, come on. Getting stuck in just like a fever dream.
Do you need some help?
Ah, here we go.
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Henry, can you hear me? Get up, Henry. Wake up.
Oh.
It's a new day. Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
There we are.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea.
Right, sounds like it's time to sleep.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
Now we know where we are. We're in not in Skalitz. We're in Ratai now.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
And we've got to be thankful for that.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Alright. Food. Oh yes, bread. Delicious, delicious bread. Come to me. I must eat. Now, for the ones of you who have just joined in, I'd like to show you a thing. Something. You see, when we were making this character, we had to select at least 2 penalties. And because I've played this game for 200 odd hours, I decided, you know what, let's give myself a chance. It's not just being hardcore mode. I am also going in, and where is my character here? Stats, no skills. Oh, where am I finding it now? Completely forgot where it's located. Bobs, nope. Oh, can't find it at this point. Effectively, I've had to select a number of... Oh wait, here it is. There we go. All of these red ones. All of them. Yes, exactly. Food for the tapeworm. My character is brittle-boned, which means that when I fall, I genuinely take some serious damage. Claustrophobia. I can't have a helmet on that has a visor down because it's now going to make me anxious and weaken my attacks. And basically, I don't breathe well. I've got asthma. I've got asthma. It's terrible. Hemophilia. Once I start bleeding, I bleed like a stuck pig. It's terrible. Nightmares, meaning when I sleep and I wake up with penalties because I can't sleep. I'm just consistently plagued by nightmares. I am numbskull, which means that I learn, or I get experience at a lower rate than what I should. Ow! This means I have to grind. I have to really hustle to stay alive. I have the shakes, which again, not good for archery when it will just suddenly hit me. If I do archery, pickpocketing, and lockpicking, it's all penalized. But wait, gentlemen, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. You see, when I sleep, I will sleepwalk. My character will wake up in places where I didn't start out. I'll just have to make my way. And of course, as the ongoing joke, I must feed the tapeworm. The tapeworm is the master over me. He dictates everything, which means I must eat constantly. Oh, jeez, I can't remember where I had the thing. There was one that was called agility, I think it was vitality. That's the one. This is the one I need. I need to be able to eat anything. And I mean anything. No matter how rotten it is, I need to be able to eat it. That is my goal. Vitality is the thing I need to get up. But with the penalties that I'm suffering from, as I showed you further up here, with being just an absolute brain rotted individual, it is going to be hell. It's going to be hell on earth. So yeah. And I some of these benefits as I level up is not going to be good for me. Like this, you know, I can go 15% longer, but the moment I get hungry, it's 20% worse. Well, that will accumulate with the tapeworm. I don't want to feed the tapeworm. That's bad enough as it is. So that's the game. That's my character. Oops. Let's put on some clothes. We need to be decent around here. We are good people. I don't have clothes. Where are my clothes? Please have my clothes. Oh, there's a lot of food. Right, I need that. I need that. I need that. I remember taking this army. And shard I'll take. The torch I'll take. Warhorse Gambeson. Lovely. Not taking that at the moment. I'll keep that B for now. I'll take my Groshen. And yeah, some of this will be fine for now. Again, this is because I bought some of the DLCs. I have all the DLCs which will be included. Right. Get my things. Let's just eat from the pot. That's done a little bit. And now let's just feed the tapeworm. As you can see, that's gone up. Let's have a pretzel. A little bit more. Prefer being 80 and above, ideally. Right, let's get some cloves on. Where's my shoes? There's my shoes. There we go. And I'll give myself a sword to the side. Yeah, that should do for now. Is this the one, or which is the one that does it? I think there was one of them. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, now you can see my character. As you might be able to see, there are scratches in my clothes. Wear and tear is a real thing in this. Not to mention that, you know, when I go around sleeping in the dirt, fighting in the dirt, my character's going to be dirty. Right now, I still have, you know, the scratches from the fight I've just been in. So my outlook, actually, it's even shown in here. I think it is. Yeah, my conspicuousness is depending on what I wear. People will react positively or negatively to me depending on what clothes I wear. It's a brilliant game. It really takes a lot of things into consideration. Actually, there we go. So the DLC, we've got Treasures from the Past, which is what you saw. From the Ashes, which is Privoslavich. Love it. It is just that's much further down the line, but it's where I'm gonna be able to then effectively become a lord, not a lord, a bailiff over my own little town, and I get to build it up. It's city management, delicious. Of course, there's going to be tournaments, hilarious, and you can get your ass handed to you. The Amorous Adventures of Bold Sir Hans Capon. That is an experience that you just need to live through. It is an experience. Band of Bastards is a super combat heavy game, but with a lot of political intrigue, and a woman's lot flips the script, and we'll then be looking at the perspective of what the medieval life is like from a woman's perspective. Absolutely recommend. I will recommend this game and all of its DLCs 100%. Go for them. Right, let's just wash ourselves. Because we may be dirty, but we can at least look a little bit presentable. You see? No more blood. Indeed, spreadsheets are hilarious. There we go. We need to go and pay off our...
Hey!
There we go.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Listen, I'm not going to say no to money. let's lay the cards on the table. I owe him. I owe him big. What am I going to do? Am I going to say no? Nah. I don't have money to begin with. Hell, I'm struggling just to feed myself. He needs me to do something. Fine.
What would you need from me?
Let's do it.
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I'll smuggle drugs. Well, given that I have just about rubbed together 13 grosh into my life, and that is including me just ransacking the few people I came across, I am not in a position to say anything. Let's just
prepare for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on, tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible.
Sir,
it's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
Listen. I said at the very beginning of this stream, I am not going to be a good person in this. Yes, I'm going to be asked to rob a corpse in hallowed grounds. Well, actually, it's not hallowed grounds, if I remember correctly. This is by the executioner. Which means it isn't in hallowed ground. I'm not doing it in the church. So, I don't have much honor to begin with.
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Good luck to you.
It's a bit of grave robbing. Never hurt anyone. Well, it hurts someone when the dead decides that they don't like being disturbed. When you walk into their house and go, hey, can we discuss about your extended car warranty? I was like, what? No, get out. Okay, no, I'm not starting that mission. No. That is the... If I want to start the DLC to then see the events of Skalitz. Alright, what did I need to do now? Completely lost track. The good thief, right. You should pay the miller back to debt. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Get the dead man's rig. Get the spade. Right, where's the spade? Oh yeah, right. Oh dear God, it's not even thrown me over where I need to be. Right, welcome. So this is the map. It will not show me where I am. I have to self-navigate. It's just delicious that way. So let's see where I found where the spade's been left again. Or do I already have it? No, I do not have it. I don't want to fall in the water. Oh, jeez. think I had a spade. I'll probably need that. Sold. Nothing from that area. I'm going to need a spade to dig up the grave, right? Yeah, well, let me just double check to see if there's one that's just conveniently laying around. If he can direct me again to where the heck he left it. Oh, there it is. Being blind. Yeah, no, that is absolutely correct, Lizath. You know, it's the measurements are not exact. You know, there is no way for me to know, you know, how far it is from here to here. It's just drawn out. You know, it just curves along till you hit here. And then what's over here? Don't know. There's something that goes on. Then there's a breakout and what have you. Right. We'll just take it from here. Oh, jeez. Let's just go along here. So another, again, so these are, again, the tanners. For those of you who are aware with how tanning works, there's a reason why you find the tanners far away from the towns over here. Trying to do this a bit more slowly so that you're not becoming seasick. But that's, again, that's the details. That is the level of details that the creators of this game has gone into. It is fantastic. Hit the quest giver with the spade. No, I am not about to hit him. I owe him my life. He has paid for my medicine. It's not like there's a welfare state that's going on at this time. Alright, what's going on in here? The bathhouses! No! What kind of place of sin have I walked into? I can't be in bathhouse. That's a terrible place for such a young, morally good man as myself. Now, for those of you who don't know, the bathhouses didn't just function as a simple bathhouse, you know, like the Romans were. They functioned as a multi-purposed establishment. You could go there to clean yourself, you could go there to clean your clothes, and you could go there to visit the local bath wenches. You can guess which one made the most money. Put the chicken on your head. I am not putting a chicken on my head, geek. Get lost. Alright. Before I start getting lost, which I probably already have been. Right, so that's there. That's going to be leading me up here, right. Again, you are going to get lost once you start, you know, becoming disoriented. There is no, as you can see up at the top with the compass, there is nothing that tells me which way is north and which way is south. So you just have to get used to it. I've said it before, I'm probably going to be saying it again. I'm going to be saying it many times when I'm going to be streaming this. I am absolutely loving the atmosphere here. I'm loving the woods. It's making me want to go back, you know, when I was in Denmark, you know, go into the woods. Incredible. Love the smell of nature, the grass, the greenery. Right. And again, oops, I'm just going to be making my way around here. I absolutely nonchalantly cutting my way through. Now, this is where we have the executioner. Historically speaking, and this is going to be very different compared to the United Kingdom and England. In England, the executioner was just anyone that they would point at and say, you come up here, kill this man. So, yeah, exactly, Group Scroll. There's so much details, you know, anywhere from the ground, like just look at like with the rocks, the dirt, everything that's been put in, all the way out into the variety of flowers that you find around. They've been talking to, a number of experts to basically get the entire ecology right. That is how far they've gone with this, which is incredible. Either way, but the point I was going towards is that in England, the job of the executioner was just someone that was selected from the crowd and told, you're now doing this, put the sack over your head, go and do it, off you go, that's it. Usually you would be like the butchers, the tanners, the hunters, anyone who dealt with skinning animals and the likes. They would be told to do it. In Central Europe, it was a dedicated job. The executioner was the executioner because he was the one who gave up, supposedly, he gave up his soul and would find redemption at the very end of his life. He would do all these very dark deeds, and it was considered to be a full-time job. You would be working, for a lord, which you could see over here. That execution would be working for Sir Hanush, I think it is, of Liban. And he would be doing any of the executions, he would be doing the torturing, he would be doing any of these unsavory things. However, because of his job, he would be located away from society, because it would be seen as, he was the lowest, second or like the third lowest of society. The lowest one being the knackers, and the knackers were the people that would then go to your shit houses and basically empty them out and take your shit out of the environments, out of the cities. Right, let's get on to it. Again, it is not hallowed grounds. Because these people...
Christ wounds, what a fucking stink.
Yep.
How long have you... Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, that stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
It's my mission now. Go back to Peshek. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, again, I have played this game before. I do know where I need to go for this. However, it's better that I show you where this is going to be taking me, and you can see what it is you're going to be dealing with. So let me get my asthmatic, body moving. Because you can see, soon I'm going to have to go in here and deal with that, which includes dogs, and unfortunately, there are one of two ways that we can deal with dogs. One of them is a unpleasant way, and the other one is expensive. Oh dear, no. Right, so my energy is at 50, which gives me a warning that I'm getting ready to sleep. Oh dearie. This is going to be a really tough run. I'm looking forward to when I get a bow and arrow, because I'm gonna have to go out into the woods, and I'm gonna have to learn how to hunt. And that is hard. That is really hard. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is super hard to get into hunting. But it has a great reward in terms of the amount of meat that you can come back in. The problem is, we all know about the class known as rangers, don't we? Those pesky rangers. Yeah, they don't like it when you go hunting for just any animal in the woods, because technically speaking, all the animals belongs to the king. The king has ordained that the lords of the lands are to look over it, hereby the animals belongs to the lords. So if I just go out and I start hunting all the various animals, that is going to be a problem, and I'll get in trouble. And rangers, they do know how to swing a sword. So, yeah, it's going to be an experience just to be poor in this world. It is going to be an experience, but I am probably going to quickly talk to Peshek. I'm gonna get the latest update for this one, and then I am going to save and quit. And that will be it for me for this time being. Where there? Oh, there you are. You lazy bum. Shouldn't really be saying
Good day to you.
Right, let's get on with this.
There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
Oh, I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
We've already done these things, so as long as no one's harmed.
All right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
No,
Get past
no, I
the
don't.
lock? You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity, like popping a young maiden's cherry.
I have no idea. And yes, Lisa, you would absolutely... You can get executed for stealing the fowls. Now, everyone did it. Let's not hide it. Everyone were doing it. It's just the ranger was there to make sure it was done in moderation.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try that yet.
Fucking hell. How did I get landed with a cretin like you? I'll have to teach you then. Come with me. Take care now.
Alright, let's learn how to pick a lock. And then maybe I also learn how to... Oh, jeez. Alright.
Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. Got it? Good.
Jeez.
Now turn the whole lock into play. But don't stop holding the tumbler in the pick. Otherwise, you'll be fucked and you'll have to start all over. You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be hurting Kuttenberg. You have to watch out for that. An experienced guard will recognize the sound at once.
See, it's not exactly easy. Jeez. And I'm going with the original way that it was meant to be done. Now, there is a way to do this without... But I want to show how difficult it actually is. Oh, come on.
You're
There
a
we go.
dab hand, Hal.
Oh.
Make something out of you yet. Remember, this trunk's only practice. Real life, you have to watch out. Try to keep it trying.
What?
Farewell.
Right. Alright, so we've learned to do a little bit of lockpicking. We've learned that we need to go and get the ring from the executioner. He has dogs, which means we're gonna have to find a way to deal with the dogs. And yeah, I may have to go into town to see if I can find something to deal with this with. But first and foremost, my character is... he's not hungry right now, but he's certainly tired. What's the time? Oh, it's getting towards evening. So I am going to use this time to take the character to bed, wake up, and then that will be the end of my stream. But I do hope that you've all enjoyed this for quite a little bit. Let's get a good 12 hours sleep. Oh, the nourishment's going to be absolutely low for this. As you can see, the nourishment is just that tapeworm. That is going to be the death of me. I'm going to starve to death before anything else. Right. Let's eat first, then we save, then we end the stream. Important things, much like a hobbit. You just got to eat. So thank you very much for everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it a little bit. I'll try to see if I can make this a regular thing. At the very least, record myself playing. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, right. I sleepwalk. Look at that. Oh, damn. Oh, shoot. Oh, dear. Oh. I'm just gonna eat now. There is nothing. Oh, I don't even have anything to. Oh, damn. Right, then. Oh, jeez. Right, yeah, I've sleptwalked myself into the town. Oh, dear God. This is going to be an absolute pain to deal with. Alright, everyone. That's it for me. Right. Hope everyone has enjoyed. I've enjoyed doing this. And yeah, we will... Yes, at least I think it's going to be a brief but very fun run. Anyway, take care, everyone. It's been a joy. It's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing more of this. It's going to be an experience.